Welcome back once again, folks. 2014 NCAA Men's Basketball Bracketology. We just dealt with the South bracket. Now we're going to look at the West. Again, we go from the round of 64 into the round of 32. We're looking at locks, probables, and sleepers. Let's take a look. From the round of 64 going into the round of 32, here are my locks for the West bracket. Guarantees that they're moving on to the round of 32. West bracket round of 32 locks, we're looking at number 1 Arizona, number 4 San Diego State, number 3 Creighton, and number 2 Wisconsin. So again, going with the rankings there a little bit, but I think those 4 teams are absolute locks to make it into the round of 32. Again, we're not dealing with sleepers going into the round of 32, so we're going to look at our probables to go from the round of 64 to the round of 32 from the West bracket. We're looking at number 8 Gonzaga, number 12 North Dakota State. I'm kind of riding the 12 seeds. I really do think that they do have a chance to get in there. Number 6 Baylor, and number 7 Oregon. So really, the only upset that I expect to see is in that 5 versus 12 game. I really think North Dakota State can pull that game out. Okay, now let's look at the round of 32 going into the Sweet 16 from the West bracket. And now, unlike the South, where I only had one team that I thought was a lock to make it into the Sweet 16, in the West bracket, I actually think it's pretty straightforward. I think there are 3 teams that are an absolute lock to make it into the Sweet 16, those being top-seeded Arizona, number 4 seeded San Diego State, and number 3 seed Creighton, especially Creighton. I really like what I'm seeing out of Creighton this year. As far as probables go, number 2 Wisconsin is probably going to make the Sweet 16, but that being said, I do think there is an outside chance that number 7 Oregon could beat number 2 Wisconsin in that game in the round of 32 to get into the Sweet 16. And that'll do it for our early round look at the West bracket. Again, we're dealing with the Elite 8, Final 4, and National Championship game in another video. Here's your teaser out of the West bracket. I do not have any locks to make it into the Elite 8 or obviously the Final 4 from the West bracket. We got probables and we got sleepers, but I do not have any locks in terms of making it in to the Elite 8 or Final 4 from the West bracket. If you want to figure out how the West bracket's going to end, you're going to have to go check out the Elite 8, Final 4, and National Championship game video at the end of this series. So that's going to be the South bracket and the West bracket for you. When you come back on the next video, we're going to deal with the East. See you in a minute.